In this video, I will share with you my thoughts on the Miui 12.5 Android update on the Poco M3, plus a super serious issue on the device that is swarming some forums and Facebook groups with reports and frustrations. Hey guys, James here, and this is Tech M.N.O. Last year, Poco released the most affordable phone they had in their lineup, the M3, and it's a blockbuster hit to those people who want a decent performance without spending a lot of money. Fast forward to this year, and they decided to give this phone an Android upgrade alongside with their new UI skin update. However, the Poco M3 is facing some controversy and serious problems now for some users. We will tackle all about this later in the video. But first, if you're new to the channel or you're enjoying the video right now, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and hit the bell button to get you notified when a brand new video will come out. And don't forget to follow us on our social media accounts at Tech M.N.O. Finally, a disclaimer. This video is not sponsored by Xiaomi or any other entities. All of my statements here are mine only. Also, if you have any questions or reactions, let me know in the comment section below. We will start the video with my thoughts on the newest update for the Poco M3. Before we go any further, my unit that I have here is in the European model. Previously, I had the Android 10 version of Miui with update number 12.0.10, but it's now been upgraded to Miui version 12.5.0.1 on top of Android 11. At first, I'm really excited for the Android 11 and the Miui 12.5 update since Xiaomi promised to have much smoother performance with much less CPU work. But one thing has changed with my daily driver phone, and what I use to record videos on my channel now, the Redmi Note 9 Pro, has been upgraded to Android 11. And I am not happy about it. More on that later. Now, what I like on the Miui 12.5 update for my Poco M3 is the ability to delete some system apps. It's great news to some users like me who want to remove apps that they don't use every time. But what delete really means, it's only removable and uninstallable, but it's still living in your storage. Like, it's just the new term for disabling the app. Other than that, they said that Miui 12.5 has high optimization features that the CPU usage will decrease in the interface by 22% and power consumption will lessen by 15%. In my real-life experience, yes, I can see some faster scrolling, app transitions, and load times in some light apps. Plus, my battery life has been extended at least 30 minutes to an hour depending on my usage. For heavier task apps like games though, there are hiccups here and there. But I didn't put it as a negative thing due to the fact that my Poco M3 only has 4 gigs of RAM. But what I really noticed is there are bugs and freeze frames in some of their features, like this one, the floating app. I tried to use it with their floating apps mode, video toolbox feature to look up my status of my food order. When I tried to use it full screen, it just froze mid-transition on the recent screen, and you need to close the app directly by going to the settings to force stop it. I tried to check some other new features on the Miui update, but it's more on their apps I'm not using every time, which is weird. While they said they fixed its previous problems here, but in reality, they fixed some of it, but still, there's still left plus new problems that just pop in. Like what I noticed when I try to listen to music, it has distortion now on some high-tempo music when using wired audio, which I didn't experience before, and screen brightness flickering. So in short, it's just a minor software update that just hype up to be big. Like I mentioned a while ago, I am disappointed with Xiaomi on how to deliver their updates to their phones, especially in my mid-range phone, the Redmi Note 9 Pro. There's so many bugs and imperfections on the build, and some of the users are having so many problems from the notification shade that is still visible when playing games, bugs on the camera app, and finally, a chat bubbles feature that it's on a square format and the keyboard is intercepting the screen where you type your message. But what's worse is that Xiaomi decided to give their mid-range phones alongside its sub-brands Poco and Redmi an update including its Android security patches every 3 months or less. And for me, this is what I call an unacceptable behavior of Xiaomi. For me, Android security patches are one of the most important elements that Android manufacturers need to give to their users so that they will not experience serious vulnerabilities like ransomware, phishing, and exploits. But in what I see right now, they don't care enough. Do I think that the upcoming enhanced edition of Miui 12.5 can actually fix the problems, especially in those mid-range phones that Xiaomi has their majority of users in the backbone of their smartphone user base? No. For me, Xiaomi needs to slow down releasing phones in the budget and mid-range market. And most importantly, they need to stop rebranding phones. For real, 50 phones last year launched has already been an overkill. And still, MIUI isn't polished to all of their phones right now. Yes, other phones and other brands have this issue with underpolished user interfaces, but seeing complaints in almost 40% of their phones is not a good number. I'm pretty sure that MIUI developers are exhausted now and they need a little break now. Which leads me now to the most important topic I need to discuss in this video, and that is the Deadwood issue for some Poco M3 users. Prior to my discovery of having a MIUI 12.5 update for my Poco M3 phone on a Facebook group of users who have the same phone as me here in my country, the Philippines. And shockingly enough, I've been getting comments about where my model came from, what ROM I had, and when I bought it. After I answered all of it, I noticed a similar pattern of questions I saw in the thread. And that's a Deadwood thing for the global model for the phone. I thought that it's an isolated case with only a few devices having that, but to my dismay, it's already a major problem in my opinion. I can give you guys some screenshots of the posts from the real users who had these issues and complaints because at the time of this recording, I didn't get their approval to use it in this video. But I have some screenshots I got from the time I asked this issue to the GizGuide PH group on Facebook. Shout out to Sir Peter Kogo of GizGuide PH for allowing me to use some of the comments. It got to the point that some people that are desperate and angry enough with the situation, they put this issue to our Department of Trade and Industry to issue a complaint and ask for refunds and replacements to the Xiaomi Philippines authorized distributor. And some of them already offered refunds. But of course, this is just a temporary solution to those who bought this phone before the replacement period. Unfortunately, for those who experienced this issue after that period, they're just offered repairs. Some of them take the solution by their own hands, checking YouTube videos, teaching them to heat the motherboard including its charging integrated circuits or IC for short, just to fix it, but it's only a band-aid solution. I tried to research this problem in some other countries that had this phone available and saw one article from a tech publication in Malaysia. They asked Xiaomi Malaysia to get the response to this issue, and they said that they are aware of the boot loop issue on selected Poco M3 devices. And with that, they offered extended warranty for repair and exchange units or provided full refunds. But from what I see on some posts from Poco M3 users that experience this problem, this is not just a selected devices, it's a widespread problem. And take note, this isn't just for the Poco M3, but it's also affected on its rebranded phone that has the same specifications, the Redmi 9T. But what I'm kinda angry about is Xiaomi, the main company, is not addressing this issue all throughout. Yes, it might be a one batch only problem for them, but having more than 10 complaints about it on 2 separate phones, Xiaomi, you need to respond this quickly. Before I gave my final thoughts, I just want to be clear, and I'm lucky enough I didn't experience this on my unit now. It's still working as you can see here. Maybe because it's our European model. Also, I just put this video not to blast Xiaomi here. I still use their products and phones every day. They have some of the best features and innovations in the market right now. But I just want to point out that I get that Xiaomi or Poco wants to disrupt the market with a jaw-dropping phone with lower mid-range specs into the budget price range with this Poco M3 and Redmi 9T. But what is the cost of it? This kind of issue. For me, it looks like it's just a one-use only phone, then throw it away if it's broken. I really wish that they will address this issue now, because if they won't, the trust and reputation that the people gave to Xiaomi will be gone. And one last thought. Don't always believe in the hype. Always check your preference and not what the people are saying. Alright? And for more videos like this, you can check out my playlist right here or my previous video right here. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Again, my name is James and I will see you guys on the next one.